Oh, cool. You got me some press-on nails.
Yeah. Ooh.
Pinkies up.
All right, so 4 roses.
Check it out. It fits.
Does it really fit?
Like the biggest one they have fits my pinky.
Good Lord.
Kind of.
All right.
I don't even know if it's on the right way. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so glad I had 2 boys. I only have to worry about 2 penises. You have to worry about all the penises.
Yeah. I know.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. You're going to die.
How you doing today? That's great.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast.
We already got our intro.
You're easy to listen to the station. You're going to die.
All right. What's going on, Randy? How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, man. I am
good.
Fantastic. Lots going on the past week.
Good.
Yeah, we got I went to Habaneros.
Ooh.
That was good. First family Thanksgiving yesterday. Got that out of the way. Deep fried 2 18-pound turkeys.
That's a lot of turkey.
Yeah, we got a lot of family. And one we did was injected and marinated in garlic buttery juices. And the other was a jalapeno. Deep fried. Oh, dude.
Jalapenos.
It was amazing. It's so good. I got that. There's like 9 things I want to talk about, but we don't have the time.
We've got all the time in the world.
We got
Open forum.
Open forum. We do not script the scrap. So we almost killed 2 people. We were almost the cause of 2 homicides via proxy, I guess, or something.
I know of one.
Yeah,
Our buddy Mo.
DJ Mo Dingo of the One More Rap shot us a video you can find on our Facebook. He was apparently listening to us while he's lifting.
That might be a mistake, Mo.
Which, yeah. A part of me is like, man, that's pretty cool. He listens regularly. He sponsored us a show.
He did.
He's the only one that's paid us.
He is,
but
supports the show.
I don't know if I would. We're background noise. We've said that.
Right.
We love being the background noise to your workout, Mo. But he almost died during the back squat at the Zombie Skittle episode.
You damn near throwing up. Damn near turned Mo to a zombie.
Apparently almost threw out his back. And then Krista, GW's wife, she texted me like, I was driving home from work and I got to laughing so hard at you gagging on the Zombie Skittles. She was in tears and literally like started running off the road.
Oh.
So our bad for almost killing 2 of our most faithful listeners.
Yeah, we don't want to kill anybody.
No. We want to kill you with laughter, but that's a metaphorical kill. Like a zombie, we want you to come back.
We might try to maim you, but we don't want to kill you.
Right.
So, cool.
But yeah, it's a good day. We got sun shining.
Sun shining. It's
a little
about
cold.
44-ish degrees.
But you've been real positive. You came back to Facebook and you're telling people, you know what? I'm loving Ohio.
I wouldn't go that far.
That's kind of what you're saying on Facebook.
But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about the weather. I'm embracing the cold weather.
You are.
I don't like Ohio.
You're embracing that which embraces you.
Ohio can flutter off.
Flutter off. Nice.
You like that?
You're getting better.
I'm trying.
Kid tested, mom approved.
I do not like Ohio. I'm not complaining about the cold weather, though. I decided that my 2020 resolution was going to be don't complain about the weather.
I'm going to hold you to it.
So I started my 2020 resolution last week.
Early. Prematurely, you might say.
Prematurely. After I posted the video of me being a grumpapuss after our fire drill, that following Monday I decided I'm not going to bitch about the weather. I'm going to roll with it.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing you can do to change it.
There isn't. I mean, I can complain about, well, there is.
I mean, turtles are still going to die because of plastic straws. Ice caps are melting, so
I can still.
You might as well just suck it up and.
But there is something I can do to change it.
Put a parka on.
I can move.
You're not going to move.
It doesn't change the weather. It changes me
being in the weather. If you move, what happens to us?
We figure out how to do this remotely.
That wouldn't be fun. I'm never going to see Diesel. I don't care about you. I like your family.
Well, they're great.
I like Liz and the girls. They're funny.
She's not even here.
Nope, she's gone. She left you.
She did. She jumped on a plane.
This episode's all about how Martelle.
She's in California for work. So
That's what she told you.
I know. She hopped on a plane this morning at 7 a.m.
Work's name is a Filipino pool boy named Steve.
Well, if that's the case, I might end up with another, blonde-haired child.
That's how that works.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Genetics.
Right. So, but today, I think
we're kind of rolling with the Halloween candy theme still.
We're still rolling with the Halloween candy.
Kind of.
Kind of. So I pilfered a couple pieces, the 2 Butterfingers I had left.
Took.
Yeah.
Straight up still. I guess that's what pilfered means.
Pilfered. I took the 2 Butterfingers we had left from Harley's Halloween bowl.
Butterfinger.
2 of the Milky Ways that the 3 she had left in her candy bowl.
I love Milky Ways.
They're good. I like them. And we are going to do a little sample whiskey candy pairing from an article you sent me a couple weeks back before Halloween.
Yes.
So we're going to pair up. What they suggested is pairing up a 4 Rosa small batch with a Butterfinger.
Right.
And the bourbon, or I'm sorry, not bourbon. It is bourbon. The Buffalo Trace whiskey with the Milky Way.
Right.
Now these are like a 1.5 ounce pour we're doing. We're not doing
very light. We're just tasting.
Yeah, it's a
taking
taste,
a sip.
You're not trying to get smashed.
I'm still trying to stay. I've been, aside from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago here, and right now, I have been clean from everything. I've been abstaining. So I'm trying to, I was trying to get healthy. And then yesterday I went to family Thanksgiving, having not eaten all day just because I was busy. And, I want to tell you a quick story about what happened at Thanksgiving, with our family yesterday.
All right.
Once upon a time, I ate. The end.
Great story.
I ate so much food yesterday. I literally ate till I was sitting there looking at, I had a deviled egg and a piece of turkey left on my plate, and I went, My mom was like, you don't have to eat. And I went, but
it's there.
Oh, I got Diesel groaning.
Diesel singing now. You want to sing?
You want to sing, Diesel?
Let's see if we can get Diesel to sing.
Come on, Diesel. So while you're getting that ready, Butterfinger. Ooh, I hear him. It's crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery. I miss the old commercial with Bart Simpson.
Sing. Sing.
There we go. All right. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe
good boy, Diesel. There we go.
My heart will.
So there is actually a dog in this room, so people know.
I was doing a duet with him. I was digging it. Once more, open the door. I believe that my heart will go on.
I don't think he likes the microphone.
No, you crammed it down the throat. Of course you don't. You're like smacking him in the face with it.
All right, bud. That's
good boy,
enough.
Diesel.
Sorry for that.
Dude, I'm like, that was awesome.
He's a good boy.
So yeah, we're about to eat a Butterfinger, which contains milk, peanut, and soy ingredients. It's distributed by the Ferrera Candy Company in Oak Brook Terrace, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
It's gluten-free and has no artificial flavors or colors. It has added colors from real sources.
Whatever.
I'm just reading the wrapper while you're getting set back up.
It's this chair.
This is called filling the white noise. Yeah. Killing time.
All right, so I'm good now. So we are.
It's made in the USA with globally sourced ingredients. Get in touch. Call or text 1-800-310-0412 or go to butterfinger.com.
That's way too much information.
I've read the whole wrapper.
Yeah. So, yeah, you did your Thanksgiving. I ended up doing.
Oh, that smells so good.
I was at Outerbelt Brewing.
Yes, I saw that.
Again, because why not just go once a week now?
Might as well.
I love it over there. It's really good.
I've never been.
So went over to Outerbelt and got some Starliner. Star? No, I'm trying to think of the name. That's why I stopped mid-sentence.
You talk like Diesel sings.
I know. Starliner sliders. That's it.
Oh.
Dog. So good.
Diesel, Sunday whaling. Diesel just whale flopped onto my headset cable and he's not moving.
All right. Oh. I'm going to have to make edits to this show.
No, you ain't. We're rolling with it. All right, let's go.
All right, so.
No edits.
Went over there, had some beers. You're like, oh, I've been, had some beers over there. Saturday, went on yesterday, went on a wine tasting test.
Right.
Basically, we went to 3 different wineries on our way down to Chillicothe to support the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs.
In the state, did they get crushed?
Crushed? No. Did they do some crushing? Yes.
Oh, did they? I didn't check the scores last night.
Within the first 7 minutes of the game, they scored 3 times.
That sounds like Buckeyes, man.
They dominated that game. It was 41-7 in the third quarter. No. Is that right?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
No, I know. I don't think that math adds up, though. It ended up being 47-21.
Well, 41 could be.
Yeah, I think it ended up being 47-21. They missed a 53-yard field goal.
Yeah, that'll happen. One kid, a high school kid, made a 67-yarder in game this past week.
Yeah.
Insane.
So it was kind of nuts. We did not go to the game though. We were back here because the girls were here, but I did some drinking. I need to stop drinking so much because I'm not working out.
Oh,
anyway,
that's your problem, fatty.
Right.
All right, let's go.
So we got our Butterfinger.
I do.
And we got our 4 Roses.
I do. Oh, the Butterfinger's melting.
Melty Butterfingers.
I'm going to just lick it off my fingers.
So this is supposed to taste really good.
Okay. So we're going to eat this.
I'm going to take a bite and I'm going to take a sip. Mouth noises. Tastes like nobody better let her finger on my Butterfinger.
I haven't had a Butterfinger in forever. That's really good.
Oh, that goes so good together.
You know, I would have never thought of pairing. I don't know who wrote the article I sent you. It's been a few weeks now.
It came from Huck
but it's my kind of person. You know, somebody sat there with a bunch of bourbons. They probably just pulled whatever they had out of their cabinet out and sat down and just started eating like candy bar and went like, yep, this goes with this. This goes with that. Like, did they test different candy bars with the 4 Roses and pick one?
Well, it doesn't say.
Or different bourbons with the Butterfinger and pick one?
They don't go into depth on what they did, but they chose 5 bourbon and candy pairings.
Because I think what happened was somebody went and got one of those giant mixed bags of candy and just grabbed a Butterfinger and ate it and took a sip of 4 Roses and then wrote. And then grabbed a Milky Way and took a sip of Buffalo Trace and wrote.
That may be the case.
That's really good, though.
That's really good.
I mean, that's the chocolatey, crunchety, peanut buttery Butterfinger. It really does pair nicely with the 4 Roses.
It does.
How do we rate that combo? Give it a rating?
I'm just going to say try it.
Just try it.
Just try it. Because the 4 Roses, I think...
We've reviewed that, right?
I think so.
We really need to make a list of what we've done.
We probably should.
I don't know if we have.
I don't know. We could probably put together a list, but the 4 Roses small batch, I would recommend going out and get. Just go get it. It's good. Just by itself, not without the Butterfinger. But
very good.
It is so good. But he did, so the others, other than the 2 that we're trying, he did Woodford Reserve and Reese Cup.
Oh, I got excited over the Reese Cup part of that.
Right.
Is that weird? I got real excited.
Reese's is my candy of candy. He did Evan Williams Single Barrel and York Peppermint Patty.
That I don't know about that because I'm half and half on a York Peppermint Patty. I have to be in the mood.
I love a York Peppermint Patty too.
Well, the thing is, they're so. I'd say they're rare. You can literally get them anywhere, anytime. I just don't buy them, so I don't have them much. So if there's one there, I'll probably eat it. But I probably have like anywhere between 1 and 4 every year, maybe.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, and I don't think they make.
buy.
Do they still make the big ones, or can you only get the little ones now?
I don't know. What the?
I haven't seen a big one.
The next time you're at the store, look.
Almond Joy and Weller Antique 107.
I'm hit or miss on the Almond Joy.
I say I love it. I love an Almond Joy too.
Well, you like nuts,
I do, right in my mouth.
right?
And then the Woodford was double oaked, not just your regular Woodford.
Oh, okay.
Woodford double oaked.
The double
So I was
oaked.
hoping that I had Reese cups downstairs because I have a bottle of that too.
We could have stopped at like the Marcy Diner place and got Reese cups.
I didn't realize we were going to do this until like 2.5 minutes before we came upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, we'll save it for another time.
So, and then we got our Buffalo Trace and our
Milky Way,
which I saved.
love a
for the
Milky
last.
Way.
Because I like Milky Ways better than I like Butterfingers.
I wish that I had a full size Milky Way instead of this mini.
Do they make a full size Milky Way anymore?
Oh yeah.
Do they make full size candy bars
Yeah,
anymore?
they make king size because we're Americans and we're fat.
No, king size is what the full size were in the 80s.
Yeah, but now they call them family size or share size, like the M&M's bags.
That's
it's like
horse
share with
shit.
others, and I'm like, yeah, no, don't tell me how to live my life. M&M's,
one
Mars
king size
Company.
candy bars, 4 servings, and that's just me eating it.
Yeah,
by
you
myself.
get the 4-cup Reese cup package. So here we go. Let's open this up.
But before I do that, I'm going to take a drink of water real quick.
Had to get the sound of opening a Milky Way mini.
So worth it.
That's what our listeners come for, to hear us open up candy bars.
I just sprinkled the wrapper in my hand.
So we're taking a little
So-
tiny, teeny chocolate here.
Teeny tiny.
I'm about to
itsy
nibble it
bitsy.
like a
So you're so fancy with your
pinky up. Nibble off a corner.
Oh, whole thing in my mouth.
Yeah, well, I'm not as experienced as you.
Right.
This is really bad podcasting. We're both just chewing
Oh
on
my
candy
God.
bars. Good?
Yeah, don't even swallow.
You about made me choke on a Milky Way.
That was a point. That's better than the 4 Roses and the Butterfinger.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm wondering if just chocolate-based candy bars don't make bourbons or whiskeys.
Well, they do. So
I mean, I know people pair chocolates with certain, like...
there's articles out there on how to pair chocolate to certain whiskeys and
But
bourbons
these are
and
like
scotches.
good bourbons with run-of-the-mill gas station candy bars. They're not like Godiva
No.
or anything fancy.
So, but
Ooh, Godiva chocolate.
there's an Instagram account out there called Donuts and Whiskey, or Whiskey and Donuts. It's one of those ways.
That's like me and you.
I know.
We should have named our podcast Donut and Whiskey.
Donut and
That should
Whiskey.
be our call names, our handles.
Your donut.
I'll for sure. Duh. That could be, whiskey could be your handle and donut could be my love handle.
But the
Now I want donuts.
he pairs donuts, like these gourmet donuts, to different whiskeys, like bourbons, scotches, and just takes photos of them, and they look
Incredible.
absolutely amazing.
Amy's Donuts on the west side in the hood. Phenomenal. I haven't been there forever. Oh, I might try and go. Nope, I'm not going to be passing by there. Dang it. I'm leaving for work out of state, out of town this week. And I was thinking on the way back grabbing something. Maybe I'll detour. We'll see.
We have a new donut place down in Lancaster, the Dohio Donuts.
I've seen you post about it. I've seen other people post about it.
I
didn't know where it was, though, because I thought it was in Lancaster.
It's in Lancaster.
Oh, that was my mistake.
Right. It's behind the Roosters, right on
okay.
Memorial Drive.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole plaza back there. Their donuts are run-of-the-mill donuts. Granted, they're made on site like that day.
So they're fresh.
They're fresh.
But they're just
their
average.
recipe, to me, is just a run-of-the-mill donut. There's nothing
Right.
special about the recipe. It's how they dress their donut with icings. And
It's the
different-
accoutrement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do different icings, and they jazz them up. They're good, but the donut itself is just a run-of-the-mill,
A fresh donut.
fresh.
It's not like a
plain-ass
Lindsay's
donut.
Bakery pumpkin donut.
No. Just the...
Oh, man, that sounds good now, too.
Their plain donut isn't anything. Like, if I just wanted a plain donut,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go there to get a plain donut.
Because it's nothing different than
going and getting a bag of donut fairs from the convenience store.
Okay, I love donut fair donuts.
I do too. That's why I use
Crullers, the chocolate ones, powdered donuts.
just the crullers.
Eat them all.
But it's no different than just getting, just a plain donut.
I would mix all three of those kind of donut fair donuts in a giant Olive Garden salad bowl with the tongs and scoop them on my plate and eat them like a salad, but
toss
fatter.
the salad.
I would, dude. I would toss. Well, you mix them and then you toss it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you put all three donuts in and then you toss it, and then I would eat it just like that. Just grab a fork, cut a few of each kind, just mix it all together. I'd eat them all.
That's weird.
I don't care.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so
All right.
do this. Buy a big bar, like the biggest
Right.
Milky Way bar you can find,
Yes.
and just
I know where we can get-
stir your whiskey with the bar and then eat it. I mean, I don't care. This was better than the Butterfinger.
I agree.
Way
I think
better.
the Butterfinger's overwhelming. Like, you don't get as much chocolatey taste with the Butterfinger as you do with the Milky Way. The Milky Way, you got the chocolate, the caramel, and the nougat.
Yeah, it's the caramel that does it. It's not
I
so
think
much
so.
the
Yeah.
the chocolate.
But it was a good pairing. It really
good.
was.
Really good. So, highly recommend that. We're trying to branch out and to do different things with whiskeys and bourbons we've already done. So, this is something new. Definitely try this.
If you want us to try a new whiskey or bourbon, send us a bottle, or you can Venmo us.
Yeah, and we'll go out and buy the bottle if it's available in Ohio.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for 2 new bottles to try that aren't available in Ohio. So,
What's that?
they're both Weller. I'm trying to get a bottle of Weller 12.
Call them out.
They're not going to send it. Buffalo Trace could give 2 flying shits about
Hey.
sending whiskey to anybody.
Hey,
Trust me.
Shout out to Two Bitch and Catoctin Creek.
Love those guys. Absolutely love those guys. And I'm trying to get a bottle of Weller Foolproof. So it's
Never even heard of that.
It's new. They just released it this year, so it's trickling out of the distillery. I'm trying to figure out where I can find a bottle. How to?
I mean, we get Weller here, but anything out of Buffalo Trace is hard to get.
Well, we get Weller 107 and Weller Special Reserve.
Right.
You get Weller 12, but you only get it on lottery.
Yeah.
So you have to get into a pool, hopefully get the winning ticket to be able to purchase it
Right.
for $75, I think, or $65.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I'll pay it. But
Yeah,
in
for the
places
12
like
year.
you can go to Kentucky or other places and just find it sitting on a store shelf if it's available. Same thing with it was the Create Your Own Bourbon Project, the CYBP. It's a white label Weller. Your microphone's
Mike
whistling.
Stan was moaning.
It's called CYBP, Create Your
Okay.
Own Bourbon Project. It's a white label Weller bottle. So it's
Okay.
just white and it's got gold lettering on it. That's supposed to be really good as well. Those bottles are selling for $700 on the internet.
Wow.
There's no way in hell I'm paying that.
No.
But if you can find a bottle sitting in the store, $60.
That's insane.
Right.
I'd flip it.
I probably wouldn't flip it because I made an oath to myself that I will
You're
drink
right.
everything that I buy.
For $60, I wouldn't feel bad drinking it. But if it was $60 and I could buy more than one,
That's the thing, though. Can you
Right.
get another one?
grab one, flip
Like,
the other.
if there's one bottle there, you're going to turn around and flip it and take the $700.
Maybe I buy one, we taste it, and then we flip that bottle for $600. So, lightly used.
So that is illegal. So trying to flip a bottle is illegal. And there's been Facebook groups.
Facebook.
I've put
Facebook is the rural social network
To
for
Face
all
Creek.
of these people who love to Face Creek, to all the people who love streams
Yeah,
and
so-
waterways.
I was combining book and group. But Facebook. So there have been several Facebook groups that have been shut down. Like
That
I'm not
do
in
buy and sell and all
the Central Ohio Bourbon.
Yeah.
That group is still active. They have a private, but I got kicked out somehow because I'm not an active Facebook user. Even though I'm back on Facebook, I'm still not an active user.
Yeah.
But fuck them, whatever. I just would also like to point out that if you're in the store and you look at a Buffalo Trace bottle, the buffalo on the picture has a set of nuts.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was common knowledge.
I I didn't know that till like 2 years
I'm
ago.
surprised you didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know it till like 2 years ago. And now that I've got the bottle sitting here and I'm staring
You're
at
staring
it. Staring at the buffalo nuts.
So if bull testicles are Rocky Mountain oysters, are bison testicles Montana plain oysters?
Maybe. Nuts.
You know what? We got such a good response from these zombie Skittles. We should do more weird tastings.
No.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming.
I don't.
Nope. It's on the way.
The Oreos.
The Oreo
and
salsa was bad. I will give you that. That was
the zombie
really,
Skittles. That was a manufactured.
I was listening to that. I was listening on the way out here, just skipping through that episode because we got such a response from so many people. Two almost died.
I got one response from one person, and I don't. No one ever responds to our Facebook stuff. No one ever responds. I don't even
to our
care
Instagram anymore.
Stuff.
You know what?
Well, I don't care, but
it would be nice if you're listening. Please take the time.
Write a review on iTunes.
I like when you text me and say, "Hey, the Edward Mordrake thing was hilarious." When I found out the end, I'm not going. I guess I shouldn't spoil it. You can go back and listen to that episode if you don't know the story. The zombie Skittles are funny. Write us a review. Write us. Do something for us.
It takes 2.5 minutes to write a review.
Not even.
It
takes 30 seconds. Anyway. But the weird tasting thing, man, I think we need to find some other not disgusting, like there's stuff I've been posting about opening a fake restaurant and doing, like, one was cheesecake and it was literally a piece of cake with like Kraft sandwich shingles, which isn't even cheese melted over it. No, like sandwich shingles melted over it. Shingles? Sandwich shingles.
See, look, you do the same thing I do.
And I do. You're rubbing off on me. You're rubbing me. So
I'm rubbing you.
And but I think we need to do more unique tastings.
We can do unique tastings.
But the Oreo and salsa, which was unique,
it made me sick to my stomach.
And it was a meme. But those zombie Skittles, I listened back and I was kind of mad. I was driving out here going, he really didn't react. You're sitting there going, oh, it's nasty. Oh, it's gross.
It's really bad.
Dude, I felt like a tingle in my right leg after eating those.
Yeah,
which might be that might be part of the fact that my blood is as thick as sausage gravy. But either way, I hated those.
The minute
you barely reacted. We were the inverse on the Oreo and salsa.
Oh, I
thought it was gross. You were ready to like fight somebody.
So the minute that zombie Skittle, even the hint of nasty, I just swallowed it.
You cheated. You can't do that.
I don't care.
Look, if we're going to tell people to give us reviews and to send us Venmo, we owe it to them to take one for the team. Take it right up the
You took one for the team.
No, we are a team. This show is not the Martelle show or the Randy show. It's the Buckhorn podcast. Right. And that does not have our names in it. But anyway, we are a team. Me, you, and Diesel.
And I let you take a tasting.
And DJ. DJ wants to come back. He texted me this week.
He can come back. We can do the Christmas show with him.
I told him, I said, dude, come back. I said, it's been a year.
We can't do music anymore.
I played with my friend DJ. He was on drums today. My black friend DJ. But our white black friend DJ wants to come back on the show.
He can come back anytime.
That's what I told him. I said, you're traveling for work now. You got a new job.
Most of our friends are welcome. I say most.
Most of our friends. If you want to be on the Buckhorn podcast, hit us up at buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. Text us, send us a Google, Tweetstagram message. Let's get you on the show.
Just get us an internet gram.
Internet gram. An internet stool pigeon message.
So you had like 9 things you wanted to talk about. Now there were like 20 minutes. I forget them all.
I didn't write. I was thinking about them on the way out. Skittles was one of them. Almost killing people was one of them.
All right, that's 2.
Which would have sucked because we killed 2 of our listeners. We would have been down to like 4 or 5 listeners.
-2.
Right. We lost our whole entire listener base died during one episode.
My bad.
Yeah, I forget the rest were. It wasn't important.
All right.
It was dumb stuff.
Well, so I found this is something I wanted to talk about, or essentially try to
you sent me this link.
Read my way through. And it's
and you asked me to read it, but I think I want you to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to read this because
here. Okay, and I've had this conversation in person with people that don't know Martelle. Some people have asked how we've met, how long we've known each other. I said we originally met behind Hatfield Volkswagen during a
was it there or Hooters
homeless
on Main Street?
Gay orgy in a Prius.
No, yeah, that's right.
I'm kidding. Priuses weren't even invented back then.
Prius.
It was totally in a Cavalier. No, but we met through Ohio Volkswagen meet, I think, when you had the GTI and I had the. It
was either
Tercel.
Ohio VW or it was Columbus Racing. But it was, I think, I'm almost certain it was out at Main Street.
Hooters and Euros and Kroger all that time. But we met years ago, and Martelle and I.
It's been like 20 years.
We fell apart because that was back before social media. You kind of quit hanging out with them, and then I quit hanging out with them.
Yeah.
And then I went to teach Krav Maga, train at the time. I became an instructor while I was there at the gym that Martelle worked out at.
Yep.
And we saw each other and we were like,
I know you.
Hey, I know you. And we just like hit it off again.
Yeah.
So we started making out that day and then, but,
things happen.
Yeah. I mean, you're there in spandex. I'm there in a Speedo and
I'm running that plum smuggler.
So yeah, but people that don't know Martelle are like, man, I think it's hilarious because he stumbles over his words. He can't read. And I said, it's funny because when you talk to Martelle, like when I come here and we talk in your kitchen, dining room area there, or we talk before the show or even after, you are perfectly articulate.
There's no stammering.
Not at all.
Nothing.
And I said he's a smart guy. He's very smart. His job he does well. It's IT oriented. It's very technological, and he's very good at it. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to cars, for the most part. You're not an automotive genius, but
they do call me a mechanic at work, but that's because I kill things. Like projects.
That's nothing to do with that at all.
Okay, never mind.
But when we get on here and I think it's like, you're being recorded.
No,
and then you're trying to read.
Reading.
Is it reading in general?
It's just reading in general. So
do you do that at work? Like if you read, do you give presentations at work?
I don't do presentations.
Dude, your kids are going to be so messed up when they get older.
I do it with the kids.
Little Red Riding Hood had that.
I'm like,
and then you start cussing at them.
I try to get Liz to read so that I don't have to read to them. So I thought
that was because you didn't like them.
No, I love my kids. Except today. They're not listening. So I was diagnosed years ago with before high definition AD was invented. ADHD. See, there it is. So before ADHD was invented,
high definition,
I just had ADD and dyslexia. So dyslexia is basically where you kind of swap words, or I'll insert words where they don't belong, or I'll insert words that aren't there. But I also stammer on words, or I move words around in my mind. And that's what I do when I read. And it doesn't matter. It's not because I'm on the air, because when you and I are just talking, I've also been hit in the head a couple times, so I have short-term memory loss and
that'll happen.
Pronunciation issues, where I don't enunciate. So, but anyway, so we got this story. I found this story, and I said something to Liz. I'm like, well, I think I'm going to read this story online. I said, I think we're good. The internet wrote this story. There's no rights to this story, essentially.
Well, it looked like multiple people wrote it.
Well, multiple people wrote it. That's why I said the internet wrote the story. Someone said,
interwebs.
I would love to see a story written about this. And so someone wrote a blurb, and then someone else continued the blurb, and they just continue adding on to this, creating this science fiction story. And Liz said, yeah, I don't think you should read that. You read like shit. I'm like, but that's what makes it funny.
To be fair, Liz is right.
She's right.
She knows you well.
I can't read. I couldn't read. If I was under the gun, like, you need to read this and get every word correct or else we're going to kill you, I'd be like, you might as well just kill me because I'm not going to get it right. And she goes, well, you should have Lexi read it. And I'm like,
I like that idea.
I like the idea, but
we're going to have Lexi on and Harley.
I don't want to embarrass her on words that she won't be able to pronounce. Because
I haven't even looked through it.
There are probably going to be some words in here that she's not going to be able to get. There are some names and some other things.
But see, when a kid does it, it's funny. When you do it, well, it's downright hilarious.
It's downright hilarious because
we expect you to do better.
Right. There's a higher expectation of me than a sixth grader. I am not smarter than a sixth grader.
At all.
When it comes to reading.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Harley peeked in.
Oh, Harley peeked in and Diesel about ripped my ears out.
So I figured we'd start reading this story and maybe we'll just stop at some point and then pick it up and then
do a two-parter?
Maybe a four-parter.
4-parter?
We'll just read a portion of it. We'll just stop somewhere. And you have to wait till next week.
Next week's episode is going to be 3 minutes long.
Right. We're
going to do our intro and be like, here's 3 more sentences.
And then you have to put them all together. So
it's like an erection set of a story.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Lincoln poop logs of stories.
All right, let's go. How do we? Oh man.
All right. So anyway, this story is
people don't understand. This is just us when we hang out. Well, this is how we talk, standing in your kitchen, trying to figure out what the heck we're going to talk about today. I walk in and Martelle goes, "Hey, what do you want to do today?
What do you want to do today?" This is what I'm thinking. Maybe.
Let's go. All right.
So
you're going to read it?
So yeah, I'm going to read some of this. We'll see what happens. We'll see how
I'm fist pump in the air with double fist in the air. You guys can't see. I'm so excited.
Let's see how flubbered I get on this.
Flubbered?
I'm not going to read the users' names.
Why you gotta say flubbered, man? That's hurtful.
Flubbered.
Talking about my people now.
Flubbians?
Flubborians? No, whales.
I thought those were blubbians.
So speaking of family Thanksgiving. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway.
Let's go.
I'm not going to read the users' names who put their section in. I'm just going to kind of read through the story.
Do it. Read the story.
We'll start with the first guy
I'm not looking at it. I haven't read this.
All right. So on Tumblr, a gentleman who goes by the name of Giraffe Police Force.
You just said I'm not going to read their names.
Except for the guy who made the request.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
He said, I really want a science fiction story where aliens come to invade Earth and effortlessly, damn it, there it goes, wipe out humanity only to be fought off by the wildlife. They were expecting military resistance. They weren't counting on the bears.
So it's like Independence Day, except the aliens win and they occupy Earth and they go, wait, what the F is that thing?
Right.
Because like on Mars, there's no bears sloths or parasites. What if they all got wiped out by the common cold? It's just the story of white people invading America.
Right.
That's all this is.
That's all this is. So,
the end. Thank you for listening to the Buckhorn podcast.
So here it goes.
All right.
Imagine coming to a hostile alien world and being attacked by a horde of creatures that can weigh up to 3 tons, run 30 kilometers an hour, 19 miles per hour, and bite with the force of 8,100 newtons, or 1,800 pounds per square foot.
You just described my family Thanksgiving again. Those turkeys never stood a chance. Them deviled eggs did not make it.
By the time you realize that they can traverse water, it's too late. The surviving members of your unit manage to make it back by shedding their excessive gear and running for their lives. The slower ones were crushed to death within minutes. You later describe the creatures to one of your humans you've captured, wanting to know what the name of the monstrosity that haunt your nightmares for the cycles to come. The human smiles as it speaks a single word, slowly and distinctly in a barbaric tongue. Hippopotamus.
I was thinking elephants. Oh,
so
they got
there's
a
meme out
hippopotamus
there
for Christmas.
There's a meme out there. It's like people want to be lions until it's time to do lion shit.
Yeah.
People want to be lions until it's time to do hippopotamus shit.
Yeah.
Hippos kill more people and lions than lions kill hippos and lions and people. Right.
I think I understood what you're saying.
So
hippos are dangerous.
Hippos are crazy
you do not want
dangerous.
one for Christmas.
Right. No, you don't want
Unless
a
it's
hippopotamus
stuffed
for Christmas.
or on your plate. Oh, I wonder what they taste like.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to Google if we can get hippo jerky and we're going to taste it.
Well, you see if we can get that.
All right.
While that's going on, imagine being the next crew to go down to Earth and thinking, it's fine, we got this. We have the weapons and equipment necessary to deal with bears and shutters. Hippopotamus. We'll be fine. And at first, you are. You've learned how to dodge. You've learned where their territories are. You know how to defend yourself. But then one night, you're sleeping in your shelter. You're in a tree-covered, tempered part of the earth. It seems benign. There have been no sightings of any dreaded hippos around. Not even any bears. But there is a slight rustle in the undergrowth. You try to ignore it, telling yourself, it's just the wind. Then you hear the rustle again, closer this time. You peer out into the darkness. You see nothing amongst the trees. The rustle again. And now you realize you can smell something. The musky and slightly foul. It's musky and slightly foul. It's the smell of an omen, a warning. But of what? Where is the smell coming from? You sit up. It's too late. The foul-smell creature is on you. You are hit with 17 kilograms of coarse fur and a vicious bite. Long, dark claws tear into you, and you are pinned down. The white striped creature tries to bite at your throat. It takes some doing, but you manage to wrestle free. Blood drips from your wounds, and they already itch. With the sign of infection. Sorry, it skips an image. I had to get caught up. The creature has a bloodied snout. Rust rad, mangled, and with black and white hairs. It lets out a terrifying growl from the back of its throat and looks to attack again. It's between you and your knife, and your only choice is to back away. Eventually, the creature gives up and shuffles back into the undergrowth, down a hole near your shelter where you hadn't noticed before. When you make it back to your base, you once again consult the captive human. Badger, they say, with a solemn nod. Our vehicles are far superior to local human models in range, speed, augment, and other metrics you care to name. Nothing could be possible. Bummer, rumble, crash! That's called a moose. The invasion is going slowly. The humans have caught on and are actively destroying information on the planet's flora and fauna before intelligence can capture and process it. All they have are survivor accounts. Bears, hippos, badgers, moose. It's becoming obvious this mudball planet is full-on death world to the unprepared, and you are so very unprepared. You lost Juxum to the planet. Hold on, start that over. You lost Juxum to a planet, not even a mobile or carnivorous plant. It's just caused a vicious allergy reaction that's on contact that killed him in less than a rat car. I don't know what a rat car is. That's a made-up word. Commander Vericu.
I'm just picturing a new, they remake all these superhero movies from like 20, 30, 80 years ago.
Yeah.
I want a new Reading Rainbow, but instead of LeVar Burton, it's you.
It's me.
Reading a book, this kid's like, F. It's a made-up word.
All right. Commander Vericu died to an insect bite. A tiny local pest that sucked a tiny bit of her blood and apparently replaced it with a bit of its last meal, which was full of disease. Backwash. She died to bug backwash. And yet you honestly envy them after all that? Things you encounter. When you got back to the base, the quarantine officer refused to let you inside. They had to roll a contaminant tank outside and put you in because all they knew is you had no chance of eliminating the smell if they got you into the ship's air ducts. Smell. You wonder if your nasal slit will ever recover from this stench. And the smell would not leave. After incinerating your gear, the QO had you use every cleansing agent that they could think of, including a few janitorial ones, and still everyone fled the stench as if you were downwind of your tank. Desperate to protect everyone's nasal slits from the smell of the quarantine officer interrogated. Oh, gotta jump images again. Interrogated the human. From them, a glimmer of hope. There was a cure. Somehow the juice of a certain fruit on this mud ball was the only thing that could break up the chemicals in the little horror spray. Immediately, the QO sent a team to recover buckets of the stuff and made you bathe in it. That was hours ago, and it didn't seem to be working, though all it was doing was turning your blue skin to an irritating shade of purple. Sighing in frustration. Irritating, or it says interesting, so.
Oh, keep going. This is great.
Interesting shade of purple. Sighing in frustration.
Irritating shade of purple. Oh,
I know.
These walls frustrate me.
It's so stupid purple. Makes my back gills itch. Sighing in frustration, you wave the medicist on duty over, who only approaches after checking the wind direction. Annoyed, you flip up the tank's Vox speaker. The human did say it was grape juice that removed the skunk stench, right?
Purple drink. Sorry, y'all landed in the hilltop. You're in Harlem or something.
Oh, All right. Let's do a little bit more here. Every night, it came for someone almost every night. Any soldier alone was a viable target for this native monster that moved unseen, but by any but the security viewers. Usually only spotted in hindsight, they were taken as silently as the earth monster moved. Sometimes they'd find the remains in the morning, taken up a tree and hung in a tree, and hung there, mostly eaten as if taken up a tree and
taking up a tree and hung in a tree.
And hung in the tree. Start over that one.
Oh, man.
Sometimes they find the remains in the morning, taken up the tree and hung there, mostly eaten, as if it were a grisly reminder that the monster was still there, waiting, unseen, to strike again. What little they saw of the monster on the vid feed showed true horror, yellow eyes that shone with all the light that it could gather. It had fangs as long as his grasping digits. Claws half the size formed curved hooks that allowed it to climb up their fortification with impunity. In all the underbrush, its spots made it almost impossible to see clearly in the undergrowth, as if it couldn't be seen at all. Even the native scientists, the humans, had a healthy respect and fear for it. The Earth natives called the monster a leopard. It was a constant fear that muddled the senses and let the monster hunt even more effectively than the soldiers were always on edge. Sleep deprived with fear, it made them even better targets for the monster. But rumor was that there was worse on this planet. Rumors of a monster like a leopard, but larger and bigger in every imaginable sense, striped instead of spots, which leapt from the underbrush with a sound that burst eardrums, paralyzed entire units, and let the monster kill them with impunity.
It sounded like, rawr,
rawr, come and get me, rawr.
I'm going to slash you, rawr.
While the leopard wrestled soldiers down and ripped their throats out, the other monster, the tiger, killed with its pounce alone.
They're great.
All right. I think we're going to stop there. This is good. We can't play that on the show.
I mean, I'm not playing it on the show. I'm playing it on my phone.
Can't play
it's
that.
It's on YouTube.
I know.
And we're talking over it. If you talk over it,
that's not true anymore.
No, it's fine. Nobody listens.
It's not fine.
It's fine.
We can't play that.
Can do anything.
No.
Oh, I can go anywhere.
We are.
I don't even know the lyrics. Oh, man.
Oh, I'm going to have to mark where we're at.
You should.
So that is part one of this little heroic story.
Saga. Aliens versus animals.
Aliens and humans.
Not humans.
Well, the title is called Aliens and Humans.
Oh, people are going to Google it and not listen to our next show now.
Well, they'll never find it. Well, some of them will. They can read ahead. And they can still laugh because I'm the one reading it and screwing everything up. So, that's good. What else you want to talk about?
I don't know. I was getting to that story, to be honest with you. I was really good with that. I say we let it hang there. Wait for part 2.
All right.
We wait to drop a number 2.
It's like a 45-minute
That's
show.
fine. Who cares?
All right.
Mo can cut his workout short today.
Yeah, you can.
You're doing good, Mo. Push. You can do it. Lift.
Push them knees out.
Krista, stay on the road.
Yeah, stay on the road, Krista. Don't butt wink, Mo, in the bottom of that squat.
I'm not going to ask what a butt wink is, because what I picture in my head is not appropriate for little ears.
Well,
and since we have children listening now that we're reading stories.
Oh, I would hope there's no kids ever listening to this show. I won't even play it for
If you
Lexi.
are under the age of 18...
Under the age of 25.
Do not message us. We do not want to talk to you. Chris Hansen's going to come knocking on the door. Why don't you go down and have a seat right over there?
Why don't you have a seat?
What's in the bag?
Here? What's in the bag? Bourbon, Well, I was told there was a tasting here.
Right. I just came here to tell them to not
It
talk
can't
to
be Chris
adults
Hansen
online.
anymore. He just got picked up for the same shit.
Did he?
I think so.
No, he didn't.
Oh, let's verify that.
Because he started the show again. He tried to.
Chris Hansen arrested. I spelled arrested wrong.
Of course you did.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He did. He got arrested.
For what?
I'm pulling it up right now.
And what's the date?
January 16th, 2019.
Wow. How did I not hear about this?
$13,000 in bounced checks.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't like trying to get with kids, though.
No.
You said the same thing. I was like,
Well, I mean, isn't bouncing a check the same as
trying to sleep with a 13-year-old?
Or
not
16.
even close.
or 17 and a half?
No.
Whose birthday's the next day?
No.
Oh. Yeah, he turned himself in after he bounced over $13,000 in bounced checks.
That sucks.
That's a lot of money to be bouncing checks on. Anyway, leave us a review on Facebook or on iTunes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitters.
It's the Google Twitstagram.
I was waiting for you to do it while I was talking. That's why I stammered.
I was letting you hang.
You can shoot us an email at Gmail or at buckhornpodcast@gmail.com.
Shoot us an email at gmail.com.
Email at Gmail.
Figure it out. I wonder if that's taken.
I'm sure that
Email
Google's
at
already grabbed that.
gmail.com.
If you would like to support the show, because
If you would like to be an athletic supporter,
you like to hear me stammer over reading things, you can send a Venmo to Brandon.Martell. And definitely check out the Buffalo Trace and
Milky
Way combination. I'm going to recommend that one over the Four Roses and Butterfinger. Although I will say, if you got Four Roses sitting around and a Butterfinger,
It wasn't
go
bad.
for it. It wasn't bad. But I'm going to pick the Buffalo Trace and the Buffalo with nuts over the Milky Way. It's the only one that's got
I agree.
nuts.
Buff nuts.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
This is Donut and Whiskey signing out.
we will talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Pinkies up.
I've discovered something.
Pussy?
We can't put that on the show. Don't even put that as an opener either.
I'll put
Don't
it as
do
a
it.
closer.
What I was going to say is whoever it was that coined the term Rolade spells relief has never had the joy of getting to the toilet right as your bladder's about to let loose.
Oh,
Because I feel good now.
that's great.
Terrible.
I'm using that as the opener today.
You should, because I want to talk about that. I have like 9 things I want to talk about for my opener, and I don't know which one I want to go with.
We can do whatever. I mean, we don't even have to do the story.
Oh, that's a light pour. Fill them up to the top.
No. I'm checking to see.
Make sure you remember which is which.
Well, I'm only doing
One at a time.
one at a time right now. So
Okay.
here's your Butterfinger.
Oh, right on my junk.
That goes with your Four Roses.
Your Butterfinger hit me right in the Butterfinger. Fun size.
Because I am going to get a photo of
Gotcha.
the... Stick that on top. Four Roses and Butterfingers. And then...
Oh my gosh. I just got a message from Pooh. That one's been ridden hard and put away. Try.
This goes with your Milky Way.
Okay, so Milky Way. So that's Butterfinger there. I'm going to... There's Butterfinger.
You can set your Butterfinger on top of your Four Roses.
Where's my Milky Way at? I didn't get that.
Oh. Right there.
Do I drop it in?
No, you eat it.
Like an Irish car bomb? Just bloop.
I think we eat them.
Eat it. Eat it. Oh, the Halloween candy, just eat it.
So I'm going to try to do...
Drugs.
Another shot.
Of cocaine.
God, that'd be great right now.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. We've run out of bourbon. We're now snorting cocaine.
We're tasting drugs.
We're tasting all the marijuanas. But legal CBD oil marijuanas.
Yes, that Randy still can't take because he has a government position.
I do. Doggy style. Oh, I'm so afraid. You've been recording, haven't you?
No.
You liar. I don't believe you.
Okay.
If the mics are on, you've been recording.
And all the Butterfingers. There's that one. Okay. And now both of them. Boop. Crunk. Door slam shut. Okay. All right. So, just to keep shit straight. Four Roses. And the B finger. And then Buffalo Trace. And that's really not going to hold, is it? Nope. Okay. Let's look through this real quick because I think you just eat them.
Do you like take a bite and a sip and a bite and a sip, or?
That's what I'm double checking.
Ow.
Before we
Bowl.
start. Imagine, so this is what it says for Four Roses. The pairing surprised me in the best possible way. Imagine you just warmed a homemade biscuit over a campfire and the edges got a little burnt from the open flame. You end up smoldering it in salted butter and honey, and every couple of bites you get a crispy char-filled bite that is instantly evened out by rich sweetness on top. That is all I can think of with this combination. The Four Roses single barrel is a balance full of butter and honey added to the alcohol. The Butterfinger filling morphs to taste almost, why am I stammering over this? Almost burned or toasted to a crisp. The chocolate coats your mouth and brings the buttery richness of the candy. Brings out the buttery richness of the candy. So that's that one. And then the Buffalo Trace with the Milky Way. This was an accidental pairing that my wife and I discovered last Halloween that ultimately led to the idea for this list. The Milky Way seems to be the perfect candy to draw out the sweet caramel and vanilla notes that are intrinsic to the bourbon, to what bourbon is. For me, Buffalo Trace is that standard for how I want a bourbon to taste, making this a classic pairing. When you eat Milky Way, caramel sticks. When you eat a Milky Way, caramel sticks to your teeth, and you have that flavor in your palate the entire time. Buffalo Trace, while characterized by its smoothness and buttery corn flavor, is noticeably less sweet than other bourbons, so it settles in nicely with all the caramel. In the end, you are left with the feeling that you ate a chocolate-covered caramel popcorn. Mm. So that's what we should be looking for.
So yeah, they can't tell me what to do.
You eat them, and then you drink. Sample, man. Sample. You ready?
Let's go.